Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 14 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. And I'm giggling over here already because I just put my paintbrush that I wanted to use in a different color. It's okay. It's okay. We've got many more to use. I'm laughing anytime that I remotely get his his age right. His birthday was, almost a month ago, and I'm still like in the time frame of when, where, how, what I'm doing and saying, and it's just kind of I'm gonna do it again. I did it again. That's okay. I used to be like pretty good about getting his birthday right for a while, like, month, 2 months, 6 months, and then I'd switch like that he was, the earlier age. And I do that with like dates as well. Like, if it's 2026, I would go back to 2025. And so it's just kind of funny because here I am kind of reverting back already to some ages, earlier ages. And it just makes me laugh because it's only been a month and I'm already kind of backwards into this. But, it'll be okay. It'll all work out, as they say in the wash. So I'm doing something a little more, I will say abstract, but it's just kind of cartoony art. I don't know. We'll let you decide what you want to call it. Sometimes I do things like this with like finger painting, but I thought I would just kind of do, be, see, and figure out what we were making and doing and seeing and being. So we'll see what happens as we go along. Today I'm tired. It's been a long week. And, Owen can express himself to some degree, but he can't always explain what he is completely wanting or meaning or feeling like. And it's hard because there's some things that like don't always translate for him. And I try to work through his emotions with him. I try to figure out what we're talking about and meaning and doing and all of the things. But that doesn't mean I get it right, and it certainly doesn't mean that I'm understanding everything that he's going through or trying to deal with, and working through all of those moments. And just it's hard to it's hard to kind of gather everything and say this is this, this is that, or figure out what something. My head hurts with the emotions sometimes because it's just so hard to get him to understand certain things, And like yesterday, he has, as I call them, various stages of tablets because, he, I don't ever get rid of one of his old tablets if it's still even able to turn on, because there's no use to get rid of it because we're gonna need it. Excuse me. Even if it lasts just 20 minutes for whatever reason, if something's like that, believe me, that 20 minutes is going to help us out. Well, he's got and his grandma and others that have given us so many things of our lives, she bought him a new tablet for his birthday, but he got it a little bit early. And he was using it, and it just conked out. Like it wasn't anything he did, anything whatever. So I had to get it fixed. But he had backup tablet. He had numerous other things that he could use. He had many other, moments and things and stuff. And so none of it was, he never didn't have a tablet. Well, he constantly wants to use my phone, and he put one of his games. I started to, and I knew I should always lock it, but I heard him laughing, and I knew something was up, and he was putting his game one more time on my phone. And we're trying to teach him, his therapist, the different, his different counselors, different people, about personal space and personal property, you that belong to someone, or, just, he'll stand very close to somebody, and he doesn't understand that there are people that want their own personal space. And so it's things like that I'm trying to teach him, but he doesn't necessarily understand or get or, think about or. So that's, it's hard. It's emotional. It's I don't know, stressful for him. Stressful is probably the wrong word. But it's just a lot for him to think about and deal with and come through, and, just a lot of emotions. So, I try to get him to kind of work through it and try to see if he can kind of understand why I may tell him that he's not allowed to use something or do something. And it doesn't always go, it breaks my heart sometimes, because he just doesn't get it. He doesn't understand that anyone could not want him to stand right next to him, or, and he doesn't even, that's not even a concept that he it's not like he doesn't, I'm not explaining this very well at all. It's not that he is upset with them. It's just that he doesn't, like, he can't imagine that there's a personal space thing. Like, that's a lot for him to even grasp. So when I'm sitting here talking about he doesn't get it, it's not that he doesn't, like, he just doesn't, that's just not something that's even on his conscious. I don't know what the right word is. So telling him, you know, that he needs to back away because of personal space, or that's somebody's property, or, you know, you have to watch out for this or do that. He doesn't, that's not a thing. That's not a thing to him. And it's hard to even, like, say that should be a thing to him, because why should it? Like, but that's how we work. That's how people are. And believe me, there are, like, I don't always want somebody, you know, right in my face or right in my moments or so forth and so on. So teaching him that, working through that, it's a lot. And there are days that it just makes me sad, just makes it hard, makes it emotional for me. But I still will keep doing it and keep trying and keep going through it. I'm trying to decide if I want more, less, something. So today he's at school, and he was so excited about the Easter egg hunt at school, and he didn't want to do that at school either, because he didn't want to go to our churches. And he had talked so much about it. And so now here we are again. He didn't want to do this one. And it's, you know, which thing, which part is it? You know? So, trying to, like, is he getting excited about something? And then once, like, this is something we always are working on as well, is like, he'll get so excited about doing something, but once the something is right in front of him, then he moves on to the next thing. Like, he can't live in the moment. So where are we in those sections, you know? But I always tell him that we're always a team, and any and everything that I can do to help him through something, I will. I just wish I had the answers. I had the love. I had the love. So I think that's what we're doing today. All right. So I sign O for Owen. O. And B. There we go. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.